This is video 7 of the project. I've got the finished case here, well, bottom half I should say. In terms of woodwork and construction, it's pretty much finished. I've thrown all the buttons because I'm going to start on some of the wiring, so all the buttons are just sort of tossed in and along with the security lock. Obviously it needs a bit of sanding. You can see I've started here sanding. Getting all the corners back in line because there's some overlaps. We left some overlap in all the wood we cut so that we could just sand it back at the end. There's bits and pieces here that aren't quite flush. They'll need some bog. Obviously all these screws have been countersunk into the pine beneath. All of these are going to be bogged up by me at some point in the next 2 weeks while I'm doing the sanding. That will allow us to spray paint over it quite nicely and it'll be fairly neat. The only thing that's really missing at the moment is the volume control, which I drilled a hole for here. Still haven't unsoldered the potentiometer from the circuitry of the sound card, which is the way I'm planning on doing it at the moment. If that doesn't work out, I'll be able to use probably an amp off eBay or something I can get. Got all these in with their push buttons at the back. So I had power, security switch for administrative menus, 4 buttons to the control panel, start, exit game, pause, stuff like that, and your 20-cent coin drop. First 6 here and is screwed into the wood from beneath, and you've got 6 buttons here for your control panel. Obviously this has taken 3 full days to actually build this, and it's been only a month and a half because most weekends where one of us is busy, but it's coming together quite neatly. Once I send it back it should be quite good. Side here is for control panel stuff like power, RCA out, sound out, USB, stuff like that, network. Haven't drilled the holes and cut the squares out for that yet. I've got that panel removable so that we can go and cut that later. Kitten, it's okay. So I've got pinball buttons here. Unfortunately, I probably should have put them down about that far because that's actually where my finger comfortably fits. Except I didn't. With the cardboard model, I felt comfortable to put my hand around it. Unfortunately, now it's wood. I'm actually not quite as comfortable doing that. It does have that sharp edge about it. This corner will actually be probably rounded by a router. I'm going to round the whole way around probably with the router at the moment, so that might actually come out a little bit better. But you know, it's not really that bad. It should be fine. Underneath the case, we've got this lock up top. Oh, battery is cut out. Oh, sorry, just having some more meat. I have swine flu or hamthrax, as I like to call it. Not really. I just have a cold. But my workplace have decided that everyone who has a cold has to wear face masks now, so I'm trying to get over it as quick as I can, so I don't walk around with a fucking mask on my face all the time. Bottom part is a ventilation hole. There's still a grill to actually fit over that with a vent to catch dust. It's going to be very hard to actually unscrew it because the screws are in here, and we've cut this quite nice and flush, so when I put the face panel on that, it's going to be very difficult to get off. This particular one we glued the MDF behind it, so it's going to be very, very hard to get out, but I guess we'll just make sure it doesn't get too dusty. If I can get on the back of it, I also put feet on it, obviously. That's just to protect whatever it's on is from all that awesome that's going to be coming out. This one's done. Back's got 2 sets of vents as well. One we haven't put in because we ran out of bolts, and plus I don't really need the vent there to put a fan in there. Actually, that's where the power supply goes, and there's obviously a fan behind that one. You can see there's fans in both the other 2. There's also feet on it. When I screwed these on, I actually kind of forgot that there's actually more to go up here, which is the bottom part, the top part of the case. They'll have feet on it, but I'll just get another set and have 6 in the back. Or I can undrill them and put some bog in it, but I'm not really too fussed. I wouldn't mind having 6 on it to protect it. Showing you the underneath. Sorry about that. Underneath of it, also this lock here, we have drilled in. It's a normal key. I call it normal key. They're actually called. I will be getting a circular barrel lock like I've got for the screw thing. I just had to order this from Jackson's. taking that down will show us the inside of it. That's what the inside looks like. I've got two fans by the ventile ports here. They've been just temporarily bolted in, so I'll get started working on it so I can have some ventilation. I just figured there's no point building this and then setting it on fire because I haven't got any ventilation in it. This one here doesn't need a fan because the power supply will sit here, which I might even go and grab. This is the old model. I'm going to be burning this because I'm sick of the fucking thing. I've had this here for another 3 months now. And motherboards. Yeah, I'm not all that delicate with electronics. Internally, it'll sit something like that. The area here will have nothing in it. That's where all the top part goes. Inside here we have the motherboard sitting about there. Ventilation fan here, and power supply here. These cables I'll zip tie around the side to see if I can get them close flush. I've avoided all the holes on that hopefully, so I shouldn't have any heating issues. There's no actual holes in that, so all the ventilation is on this side and around the back, so when it closes up that ventilation will sit on that fan, or very closely. I'm planning to have a fan here, probably circulate air in. This will actually circulate air in, I think. I haven't actually booted up and tested it, but I can always reverse these two fans if necessary. I think that goes in and that will come out across the motherboard. Not the best place to blow hot air, but what the hell. And I'll blow intake in here, heat across, and back out here. There'll probably be a video card sitting across here. I'm going to get a ribbon riser to get into the AGP port if I can get one that length. The easiest you can track down in Tasmania, let alone Australia actually. And also the hard drive sitting probably around here somewhere. I'm not too sure where the hard drive will end up yet. That's the angle control panel. These buttons are lighted and the parts just come out like that. So I'm going to replace the global switch. It's actually quite easy to get into. I'll do something along those lines. I'm going to have clamps for that, so they'll be quick connect or disconnect if needed. Not doing nothing too much exciting there. Top panel, I've got the pinball buttons and the 6 buttons. Joystick here with its plate. You can change between 4-way and 8-way with a few screws. I'll just undo the screws and rotate that around. And also another pinball button here. Not too much more to show at this point, but that's what the case is looking like at the moment.